Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I must start with today's morning show. Alright, so Jamie Redknapp, after the match we played yesterday, he got to talk say this Arsenal squad, they're ready to win trophies this season. Now, you know, really they lay emphasis on that match per se. So if we talk about holistically our general squad and they can give some criticisms. First off, I think I done this since 5 years, 6 years, one trophy since that time is not big enough. A club like Arsenal ought to be winning things. So you can say this Arsenal squad that you see, they are ready to win trophies now because they are a big squad. They can go the entire length and breadth of the season, the marathon race, they can do it because they don't get a lot of players who will give them that much needed versatility and the depth where they need to go the entire race. At the end of the day, Contact say, now in a situation whereby Arteta does not win it this season, would that make a new manager come try? You get so na part of the analysis wey dey make. You get Arteta doesn't win it, maybe another can win it. Although Arteta na very very good manager, but that's what many fans will be thinking. Yes, but he doesn't know about the administrator so that they will share the same line of thoughts. But one thing is certain, say this Arsenal team, they dey very very unlucky. Okay, so for example, look at last season, injuries scattered them, Liverpool run with am. Look at last 2 seasons, they were going very fine. In fact, the last 2 seasons they go on a very fantastic run. Maybe say the last 18 games or thereabout, they lose only one against Aston Villa. But yet, Manchester City did like Baba talk plenty say Arteta has been very very unlucky. Yes, because he gets formidable opponents. But at the end of the day, the truth is we need to win something. Yes, now that winning something substantial, now it will cement Arteta's dominance, like Arteta's genius level, Arteta's high IQ level. Without winning anything, nobody will see all those things. In fact, the winning something now will complete the transformation, bringing us from where we were to where we are. So now that winning something now will cement am. So that's what it just be. Now, away from that, him gonna slam Arteta also for yesterday. Say Arteta not supposed to play Bukayo Saka. Why you go dey risk Bukayo Saka when you get Newcastle match for front? Now wetin Redknapp come also dey talk. Like yesterday, the Metro carry out the story. Jimmy Redknapp slams Mikel Arteta for taking risk over Arsenal star versus Portville. Now, when you read the entirety of the report, you see Jimmy Redknapp has slammed Mikel Arteta for taking a risk over Bukayo Saka in the Carabao Cup game against Portville on Wednesday night. So you talk plenty, you get. So you say, when you've had a player who has had a hamstring injury like Saka has done, so not that long ago, anytime he plays in the game that is less important, it doesn't make any sense to play him. You've got a big game in the weekend against Newcastle. You've got a lot of players who could have played against Portville. It's not like you need him tonight. I think there's a risk. This is the second time he has done his hamstring, albeit a different one. It just feels like a game, not taking a risk in. Now, I totally disagree with this line of thought because before the game, I'd already predicted say I won't see Saka for that game. Why? To build his fitness level. You get? Because the match in the weekend is going to be a high intensity game and you need Saka at his best. Just like what Liverpool do with Isak to play for the same cup. Now to build in fitness level. Do you know that Isak, that's one way Liverpool play? Half time, Isak not follow them go dressing room. Isak still for field. They run up and down because they need him to drastically, with immediate alacrity, ASAP, build that level. Especially now we say they go sell Horst back and they keep taking nobody. Isak they would need to rely on. And he never did 100%. Look at Gyökeres. From the onset, in fitness level never did 100. I think that keeps playing him to build it. Look at what Man U did. They did not put in Sesko early on starting. Why? The fitness level never did 100. But them get other choices. If we had people like Kai Havertz, I can tell you for free that some of all these games, Gyökeres will come from the bench until he don't build in fitness level 100. But because no Kai Havertz, no Gabriel Jesus, we don't get any choice. We just have to throw the killers. They're making the play and they go on till when the 100% fitness level go day. So for this Bukayo Saka on, I totally disagree with Harry Redknapp. If Arteta don't take all these things now against Newcastle, you can go get cramps. Training in the backyard, London Coney, Sober Realty Training Center, and playing in the real life game, real intensity, they are different. Don't be saying they play the guy 90 minutes. If you listen to Arteta's press conference, he said the plan was to play him for 60 minutes and bring him out. That was the plan, because they needed to increase his load gradually. Because that's Newcastle game now. Okay, look at Madueke don't come out. Newcastle game, don't be surprised if you see the guy now play maybe 90 minutes. Don't be surprised. So that's why I don't really subscribe to that line of thoughts at all. Now, away from that, after the game, I think when we talk about Eberichese. So he said Eberichese is a player that needs to get in touch or be in touch with the ball. So Mikel Arteta discusses his preferred position for Eberichese. I reiterate that they try Eberichese for different plays. I think I talk about where the guy play and why them play am there. Get. So at some point they can't even ask Arteta and say, what do you make him play there, or whether the Eberichese will play moving forward, because now Arteta has tried him in the left wing, tried him as a number 10, now tried him as a number 8. Yesterday, a number 8 then player. So Arteta say the position where Eberichese will play moving forward will depend on one, the players when they play with on the field of play. Yesterday he played with Noga and Ike Waneri. On other situations, he might play with Declan Rice and Odegaard. On other situations, he might play with Zubimendi and Odegaard. So, or he might play with Zubimendi and Rice, or Zubimendi and Merino. So, the variables are quite different. How they going to use them? Secondly, he say it can't depend on the opposition where we face. That will determine where we go play. Is it going to play on the left, on the 10, on the 8? That's why everybody say everybody changes a position. Traditionally, number 10, which is not true. I told you early on, after playing Eberichese as a 10, it's an experiment. People they argue. Now you never clear for your eye. We are experimenting him. Like this now, we'll never know what one player. I think that will decide at the end of the day where the guy go play. At the end of the day, he might not even have a specific position. Today, if he's number 10, tomorrow, if he's number 8, next tomorrow, if he's for left wing. Those are the 3 areas where they don't identify, say, that they ain't go fit flourish. So, anywhere they come to say go play, I'm all good. Now, we could dissect the press conference where Arteta, let's try to unpack everything. Now, the yesterday game, they go ask and say, what's it been summary of our performance against this Port Vale? So it's something that was discussed before the game. I think what was at stake in this game is our reputation as a club, as a team, as an individual. And we play these types of games. I've been here long enough to understand it's going to be very tricky. Yes, it's usually tricky. I think we started the game really well, very dominant, scored a goal, and had another 3 or 4 chances that we didn't manage to score. Make I dissect that one. It is true. Because I talk after the full-time analysis, say this game, on another day, if he end like 3-4-0, but at the end of the day, and so look at that chance where Eberichese miss. Look at that Gyökeres, so where that guy threw like the bomber, plus other chances here and there inside the match. On another day, it could have been more than 2, but no wala. Now, Babakari talks say in the second half, we lost a little bit of the grip of the game, especially with the direct play. I'm not saying this sport, they were very, very direct. Long throws, long balls, they were very direct with all the throw-ins and sidelines and winning territory. And then again, we lacked a bit of dominance on control with a few adjustments. Bringing some players, we got back to that and we scored a beautiful goal. The second goal, the ball from the Saliba and the quality of Leo on the finish is top drawer. In general, I'm happy with the win. The clean sheets, the debut for Kepa, Ebb's goal is first for the club, and the fact that even making 9 changes, the team can perform really, really well. Because that yesterday, Arteta made a lot of experiments and he made 9 changes. 9, yes, for a match. Well, but they go on. I'm still going somewhere. Now, on Eberichese's performance, he said he played very centrally against a team that obviously came with a 5-4-1 formation. They are super compact inside. It's not easy to find spaces, but he's very capable with the ball. You've seen that in another 3 or 4 actions, he's completely through and playing people through. He still needs a little bit more time with those guys to understand the timings. especially the things that he needs to do, those actions like that will be more consistent and better for us in general. Very good. There's still lots more to give. You know, as we did now, people keep forgetting that this season we are trying a new system, playing direct. We know they play last season. You get, so our style of play never been refined enough the way we be. You get, for those that are expecting us to just play as we used to play in the past, forgetting to say we did do something different. Now, on if he's one of our most versatile attackers at ability, he said yes. And at the end, what we want to do with him is to get him into positions, into spaces that he can create his magic moments and make the difference in the team. Some of that will be from wide areas. Some will be from the right or the left in relation to the position. So you don't say the where he will play is like I explained in the beginning. Left wing, right, that's number 10, because that's where our 10 plays. Then left, that's the 8, that's where right plays. So ability can play these 3 areas. Now, you know, say they don't do draw already, we'll go face Brighton. So on the Brighton game, it's a tough one. At least we are at home. So that's always a positive thing. But we know they are a tough side and to be a difficult side. Brighton always are a tough nut to crack. Away from that. Now, on the fact that we can make a lot of changes. Yes, and what we need to do apart from that is to generate the performance that we want, and with the players we already have played together with a completely different midfield that never played together before, with a front line that is different as well. Max Doman coming in as well and connecting immediately with the team is a lot of positives to take from the game. Now, after this match, for the full-time analysis, many Arsenal fans on the very, very negative, in fact, overly negative. These are their arguments. We do too much back passes. That's their argument. We went 2-0. We dominated though. At some point, like 80-something% possession. Their argument is we do a lot of back passes. Now, I became triggered. Like, I don't know, I just vexed that yesterday. Why was I angry? Look at what Arteta said now. He did 9 changes, made a lot of experiments. Nobody said anything about that. You just watch the match and you are fixated on the score line, forgetting that you want the team to play free-flowing football. But we made 9 changes. We did something. We played some players that have never played before, especially that midfield. What Arteta talk? I think that they take positives in those experiments. Look at Eberichi playing 8, a place that's never played before. How did he do well? How did he play that position? Nobody talked about that. Look at Waneri. He played number 10 with Eberichi as 8 and Nogard as 10 as DM. Nogard said, when last him play? How did he fare? Nobody said about that. Look at Merino. Merino do this, Merino do that. Merino is not the center forward. We are trying to improvise. Yet, you are still overly negative. Like, I don't really understand. Like, the thing just wish me there yesterday. Talking about back passes. Is it that people don't understand that back pass is even a strategy? When you play against a team that plays 5-4-1 like Port Vale does, where we say you don't get spaces to exploit, you do back passes to attract their press. When they now bring the press, you now beat the press and create spaces and move. Like, is back pass not part of football? Back passes is part of the building phase. So the build up over the year. Back passes are part of the build up. How is it that even don't even bust my brain and somebody who even join the full time show say it on the watch after about 25 years and you're complaining of back passes? You have watched football for 25 years and you don't know that back passes are a form of build up play? I think many Arsenal fans now have with an Arteta derangement syndrome, I will call them. I don't know, like they never see anything good as long as it is Arteta. Whatever he does is bad. How do you win 2-0 with 9 changes, with a lot of experiments, and you are still overly negative on our style of play? That is why it is an experiment. Like, that I'm even explaining this in 2025. It's crazy. Some people don't know, say, when you do an experiment, you things no will go the normal way it's supposed to go, because right, it is an experiment. You are trying to see something. You are trying to test something you've not tested before. My happiness, let's say for the comment section, I discovered that there are more people that are very rational and logical. When they correct those people, for you to know, say, People who did this overly negative, we get this negative mindset for this our community, but as a case study, they're not plenty. They're not plenty. Now just little minor voices. They're not plenty. And it is high time you change that mindset. If we win 1-0, we win 1-0. Okay, you win 2-0. The match, back pass. If you come play 0-0, why no win? You say make Ateta play very chasing for midfield, in playing for midfield. You are not talking about how did you even see the it's tiresome, it's irritating. Please, let us stop this overly negativeness. People say, CHUKS, no, they worry yourself, No, we have to worry ourselves because you know how many insults me and they receive on a regular on these things. People will say, stop defending Ateta, stop defending. Now you are going to defend. Is it not our manager? Are you not a fan? Then they stop defending Ateta. In fact, sometimes I begin to wonder whether these people they do this, whether they be Arsenal fans. Are you sure we've not been infiltrated by rival fans? Because now what's in me at the thing for my head? Please, let's stop this everything negative about let's stop it. It's becoming something else. Now, on the quality of the English football pyramid, I think I spoke about how tough it is to play all these small people who feel say them a shit packer because now they're giant killers. They will do upsets. At the end of the day, even the coach of this Pidgin, he was saying it is a honor for them to play Arsenal because it's been a long while a Premier League opposition came to their stadium. That's why the stadium was filled up to the brim, like full capacity, 16,000. Arsenal fans will be like 2,900 or something. Yes, 9 days there. So I just say very, very happy. Say at least we made their night, even though we beat them, but they were very happy. They're going to interview Ebericheze at the end of the game. They're going to talk about the goal winning score. Say in the hope, say it's going to be the first of many to come. I'm very, very proud of him. Ebericheze scored his first goal for Arsenal. Nobody even talked about it. Everybody they got fixated on back pass. As if back pass don't be part of football. So Ebericheze has been awarded player of the match after the goal and where Arsenal beat Pidgin 2-0. So I just stay very happy for him. Now, look at what is happening at Nottingham Forest. Since they bring Ange Postecoglou, Baba never win one match. Yet. So fans can talk say, whether they bring back Nuno Espirito Santos, but that's just you see where he talks say, but those when they say Saka Teta, I'm not against sack him. If the administrators want to sack him, it is their prerogative. But understand the dangers of sacking him. Because you know, say many fans and pundits, they have tunnel vision that once we sack Ateta, the next manager will come and win something. It doesn't actually work like that. Now 50-50. The next manager might even take you back and take you out of top 4. Don't only look at positives. Look at negatives too. If you do your analysis, combine the two when necessary. Because if you sack Ateta, you might bring in the manager and the manager will regress, take you out of top 4, carry you go backward. Yes, it happens. It happens. So nobody only think say if the new manager come, the new manager will just win something. So that is what, when I see things like that, I try to open the fans' POV to let you know this other point of view. For instance, when people talk say play Pidgin as a 10, play him as a 10. I say playing him as a 10 is not the problem, but understand that it is an experiment. It might work and it might not work. You get? That's my job. Look at Nottingham Forest now. Will you say they are better off with Ange Postecoglou or when Nuno Espirito Santos was there? Have you ever seen Nuno, Nottingham Forest, go like 4 games without getting 3 points? These are the issues. We only God know when the 3 points will come for him. Get? Maybe the owner now, Angelos Marianakis, maybe they regret. Well, that one are in business. Only God know. Get? Well, it don't really concern us that much. But it's why it's unfortunate. But I want to believe saying Nuno will still this Ange Postecoglou will still come back to winning with Sha. Just time it will take. Now look at the statistics I see. Calvin Phillips saying making first appearance for Manchester City in 645 days. That's over 2 years. 645 days. Man, when I saw that almost 2 years, Sha. When I saw that report, I was like, wow, this guy only collect money, they play. Those they collect money. Now, the Daily Mail will say, with what Ebericheze did yesterday, he has staked a serious claim for the number 10 role at Arsenal in a win over Port Vale. I was like, how? Did they play 10 yesterday? What's in at the top? The British they played 8. One day they played 10. Now, why did you go to talk say they stake a serious claim for the 10? Because one day they did fantastic yesterday. For me, he played well. So I don't know the angle where this article they come from, because the British did not play 10. He played 8. So I know you also understand their angle, but that's fine. Now, away from that, CHUKS when they talk about the game, say comfortable nights work for Arsenal, cruise control, didn't have to exert themselves ahead of the weekend. Because another thing we watch when we talk, I watch his podcast. So Baba when they talk, say based on say the match we get against Newcastle, people don't really want to put body, because that match against Newcastle is very, very important. These are some of the variables that you need to add to your own analysis, because sometimes as players we look say this Port Vale, they'll be shit back at 1-0, 2-0, don't lock up everywhere. So let's conserve our energy ahead of the match against Newcastle at the St. James's Park, because Newcastle self played their own match. I think they beat their opponent like 4-1 or thereabout. Osula score, Joelinton score. Many players have played in that match. Elenga starts, Gordon starts. Like they put out a very, very strong squad, and then they win. Yes. So now them will go face next. We'll see how that one go. Now, surprisingly, I stumbled upon this report this morning. Arsenal have made contact with Turkey forward Kenan Yildiz when they play for Juventus. Now, Juventus already rejected an offer from Chelsea over the summer for the guy, 85 million. So this one we say Arsenal they reason them. They've been reasoning them before, you know what? But I don't understand. This contemporary shot, but tomorrow just watch. Why would Juventus sell this player in January? There is no incentive for them to do that. So I don't really understand where this goal.com reports they come from. But more just to watch. Anything can happen. Now, the match we will play for the weekend against Newcastle, so now Jared Gillett. Now they don't talk say now go handle the match. Let's just hope there are no controversial calls. Now our prayer be that for the game. So let's bring you a message from one of our sponsors in Mobile World Associates and Co Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwa Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So the biggest news of the day, Nabil Fassi Jimmy Redknapp got to talk. So this Arsenal squad is ready to win trophies. You get, and if they don't win trophies, maybe another manager will come and it will help them to run up. So more just to watch. That decision is going to be taken by the administrators. Well, when season end, we'll take stock and know whether Arteta will continue or whether I will find square root spots. Let's just see how it goes. So I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and ends that come your way later in the evening to give you the evening. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Not get mouse. All right, guys. Ciao.